Wait, Blake Lively drops a lawsuit, but the case is still ongoing? Sounds confusing, right? Like, how can something be dropped, but not over? It's the kind of headline that makes you do a double take, especially when it involves a celebrity as famously private as Blake Lively. One minute you're seeing reports of a lawsuit quietly filed, and the next you're reading that it's been withdrawn, only for legal experts to come out and say, actually, it's not over yet. In the whirlwind world of celebrity news, where speculation often outpaces facts, this case is the perfect storm of mystery, strategy, and media curiosity. Now, if you were scratching your head over this whole situation, trust me, you're not alone. This story has been dominating Twitter feeds, Reddit threads, and entertainment gossip columns, with fans and legal analysts alike trying to piece together what exactly is going on. At first glance, it seemed straightforward. Blake Lively, a beloved actress, mother, and style icon, reportedly filed a lawsuit against a well-known media outlet. The reason? Allegedly defamatory or invasive content, possibly tied to photos of her children or inaccurate stories about her family life. Anyone who has followed Blake over the years knows she's been extremely outspoken about media overreach, especially when it comes to protecting the privacy of her kids. Unlike some stars who share their lives openly on social media, Blake and her husband, Ryan Reynolds, have drawn a very firm line between their public personas and their family life. When the lawsuit first surfaced, it was notable because of how tightly sealed it was. No public statements, no dramatic courtroom appearances, no headline-grabbing rants, just a quiet legal filing that spoke volumes through its mere existence. The court documents, it turns out, were filed under seal, meaning the public and press had little to no access to the specific claims or evidence presented. That in itself was telling. For Blake to go through the trouble of keeping things confidential, it suggested that the matter was deeply personal. Perhaps it involved her children. Perhaps it involved a particularly egregious invasion of privacy. Whatever the case, her team wanted it handled with discretion, not fanfare. But then came the twist. Roughly a week ago, reports began to circulate that Blake had dropped the lawsuit. Naturally, this sparked a wave of confusion and speculation. Did she lose? Was she pressured to walk away? Was there a settlement behind the scenes? Fans started wondering if the media outlet in question had issued an apology or retraction. But no such public gesture occurred. That only deepened the mystery. Was Blake abandoning the case because of legal hurdles, or was something else going on entirely? Enter the legal analysts. Sources close to the matter began to quietly suggest that this wasn't a retreat, it was a strategic regrouping. A voluntary dismissal of a lawsuit, particularly one filed under seal, isn't always a signal of defeat. In many instances, especially in high-stakes legal chess games like this one, it can be a tactical decision. Perhaps Blake's team realized that the jurisdiction wasn't ideal, or that a different court would provide a better chance of success. Maybe they uncovered additional information that warranted a new, broader case. Legal expert Rachel Miles weighed in during a recent media panel and offered a key insight. She explained that in many celebrity cases, a voluntary dismissal can be a way to step back, reassess, and refile with stronger evidence or in a more favorable venue. With high-profile cases like this, she noted, a voluntary dismissal, followed by a refile in a more favorable court, is not uncommon. It's a strategic move, not a defeat. That quote has since gone viral among fans following the case. This is why that dropped but not over headline is technically accurate, even if it sounds contradictory. When a case is dismissed without prejudice, as this one reportedly was, it means the plaintiff, Blake in this case, can file it again in the future. And legal observers believe that may very well happen. Rumors have started to swirl that her team is preparing something bigger, possibly targeting not just one media outlet, but a pattern of harassment or coordinated intrusion by multiple outlets. There are whispers that this might be part of a larger campaign by high-profile celebrities to push back against unethical tabloid behavior. After all, Blake isn't the only one who has spoken out. Stars like Kristen Bell, Dax Shepard, Gigi Hadid, and even Prince Harry have all publicly criticized paparazzi culture, with some even launching legal action of their own, and that's what makes this story trendworthy. It's not just about Blake Lively filing or dropping a lawsuit, it's about what it represents. A shift in how celebrities are choosing to fight back. Gone are the days when stars would simply take it and ignore invasive coverage. Today, more and more are consulting legal experts, filing defamation and privacy lawsuits, and using their platforms to call out the media's bad behavior. In Blake's case, her past statements show just how passionate she is about this issue. She's given interviews where she's openly criticized paparazzi for yelling at her kids to get a reaction. She's called out tabloids for publishing unverified rumors about her marriage or motherhood. She and Ryan have even chosen to keep their kids' names private for years, underscoring how serious they are about boundaries. And yet, despite all that, the media continues to push. Which is why Blake's legal action, and the way she's chosen to handle it, speaks volumes. By filing quietly and under seal, she sent a message. This isn't for show. This is real. This is personal. And when she withdrew the suit without prejudice, it was likely a calculated step in a longer battle. Fans have pointed out that the last time Blake took a stand like this, it sparked a larger industry conversation. And we might be seeing the beginning of another one right now. Of course, because the details of the case are sealed, the public can only speculate about the exact content that prompted the lawsuit. Some believe it involved unauthorized photos of her children taken by paparazzi and then published without consent. Others think it might have been a defamatory story questioning her parenting or marriage. Either way, the lack of transparency has only added fuel to the fire as social media sleuths try to piece together the puzzle. Reddit threads are full of timelines, theories, and even alleged sightings of Blake being followed by aggressive photographers, incidents that may or may not be connected. But while the fans debate, Blake and her team have stayed silent, and that silence, too, is strategic. In the court of public opinion, speculation can do more harm than good. By choosing not to engage directly, Blake is avoiding the trap of turning this into a tabloid spectacle. She's letting the legal process speak for itself. And if she does choose to refile, it'll likely be with more clarity, more backing, and more evidence. In the meantime, other celebrities are watching closely. If Blake is successful in refiling or resolving the matter on her terms, it could open the door for more stars to pursue legal remedies against invasive or harmful media practices. Already, industry insiders are saying this could be the beginning of a larger shift, a new era where celebrities assert their rights more forcefully and the media is forced to change how it operates. And while all this unfolds, Blake continues to live her life with grace and poise. She's been spotted at events, working on projects, and spending time with her family. Her fans continue to support her, praising her for standing up for her privacy and calling out the double standards in how celebrity mothers are treated. Social media is full of comments like, "She's doing what's right," and "More celebs should take this kind of action." The public seems to be rallying behind her, not just as a star, but as a woman defending her personal boundaries. In an increasingly intrusive world, it's important to note that lawsuits like this are emotionally and financially taxing. Even for someone with fame and resources, taking on the media isn't easy. It requires legal finesse, emotional resilience, and public support. And Blake appears to have all three. Her fans are watching closely, her legal team seems confident, and the buzz around this case continues to grow. Whether or not she refiles, the message is clear. Celebrities are no longer staying silent when their lives are violated. As the legal drama continues to simmer just below the surface, this story remains one of the most compelling cases of celebrity versus media in recent memory, and while Blake Lively may not be shouting from the rooftops, her actions are speaking volumes. This isn't over, not by a long shot. Now we want to hear from you. Do you think celebrities should take more legal action to protect their privacy, or does it just stir up more chaos in the headlines? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We read every single one. And if you're curious about how other stars are pushing back against the media, check out our next video on Jennifer Lawrence's legal win that shook Hollywood. It's linked right here. Don't forget to give this video a like if you learned something new and hit subscribe so you don't miss any of the real stories behind the headlines. Thanks for watching. Stay curious and stay kind.